YouTube? We back with another one, man. It's your boy Ja here, man. And today we got your boy Central C's versus Digga D, man. The UK drill war, man. Your boy Central C just dropped a banger with Lil Baby, man. I did a reaction. If you ain't go see that yet, man. Yeah, bro. Central C's, bro. He been coming at Digga D. He been flashing. You know, the ego's been out there, but you know. Without further ado, let's get more in tune to what's been going on about this Central C Digga D stuff.
UK drill scene has become an international star, but most fans have no idea about his time in the streets or his violent beef with Digga D, another drill rapper who grew up 5 minutes away from him. From machete fights to prison stabbings, this is the shocking story behind their deadly beef. Central C and Digga D are both from London's West End in an area called Ladbroke. Digga D spent his entire early life there, but Central C's family ended up moving 5 minutes away to a neighborhood called Shepherd's Bush. Shepherd's Bush and Ladbroke are two of the most violent areas in the West End. Ladbroke actually has a lot of wealthy people and nice homes though. It's a wild place because on one side of the street, you have families who can't afford food or keep the lights on, and right across from them, you'll see little kids with parents who buy Rolexes. Back in the day, both areas were under the umbrella of one gang called 916. It's not clear what went down behind the scenes, but at some point they had an internal beef and ended up splitting the hoods apart. The crew from Ladbroke became known as 1011, and the dudes in Shepherd's Bush started two new gangs called 12 World and 12 Anti. Even though they're technically two different sets, 12 World and 12 Anti are clipped up heavy and share the same ops. Central C and Digga D also went to the same school for a while, but they was a couple of years apart, and Digga ended up getting kicked out pretty early after he got caught with weed. C was always surrounded by street activity, but he actually tried working a legit job before hopping off the porch. C started working at a shoe store, but it didn't take long for him to realize that the real money was in the trenches. After just 3 weeks, he knew that working retail wasn't the sport the kind of lifestyle he wanted, so he bounced and started moving weight instead. Around the same time, C was already trying to make it in the music industry. He came up listening to reggae, dancehall, and American rap that his dad would play when he visited, and C started combining it all to try and find his own sound.
I feel like Central C was making an honest living, you know? Central C was definitely making an honest living. I like his backstory.
Digga D got an early start with rap too. His parents introduced him to a lot of Jamaican reggae, and Digga started writing his own music at around 12 years old. He didn't have a stable childhood at all though, and spent a lot of time in a place called the Arrow Club. The Arrow Club was a center for disadvantaged kids that's been around since 1883, and Digga says it was crazy important to him back in the day. When it was too cold to be outside, he didn't have anywhere to go. Digga and his homies would play football inside and started hanging out in the building's old recording studio. That's where he started laying down his first tracks. Around the same time, Digga suffered a tragic loss. When he was 11 years old, the grandma Digga lived with at the time suddenly passed away. He paid tribute to her on the track intro and rapped, "Mom's life, I was 11 or 12, with half an M and digital scales. Moved in with my nan, used to sneak in girls. 177 South Sharon Crescent, my nan got cancer, I was 11. She passed away, no she went to heaven. She's on my mind, that's all through lessons." He dropped his first single just a couple years later, but it would take a while before he had any real success in the industry. Digga still had both feet in the trenches while he was working on his craft. Him and his 1011 homies was putting pressure on the ops in the streets and in the booth. One of their ops sets is a crew called Endgame, and in 2017, one of their affiliates was brutally stabbed to death in the middle of the day. Abdullahi Tarabi, aka T-Wiz, was caught by 2 ops and stabbed twice. He ran away screaming for help while a bunch of horrified families watched it happen. Then he tragically collapsed around 100 yards away and died at the scene. Around 2016 and 2017, Digga and the rest of 1011 started dropping some of the most savage drill tracks in UK history. And on the song Kill Confirmed, Digga dissed T-Wiz and his brother and rapped, "If you run too slow, then you're pissed. We ain't touch no one from the end, everyone knows that's Fizz. Young T-Wiz got a chest shot, he just never died like his bro T-Wiz." Digga was popping off like crazy and helped put UK drill on the map, but instead of going all in with the music, he was still active in the streets. And at the end of 2017, he got locked up with a bunch of other 1011 affiliates for allegedly planning an attack on 12 World. 1011 had beef with a few different sets on the West End, but they was always taking shots at dudes from Shepherd's Bush. The 1011 track, Next Up, went viral like crazy and racked up over 1 million streams in under a couple of weeks. And on the track, Digga's homie Sat O raps, "How many times have I rid on Bush? Like one of the boys gotta go. Back out my ting and make man swim. Like ching man down on votes. Catch me op and stab up his head, then 10 toes back to the grove." The cops found Digga and his homies on their way to 12 Road territory carrying baseball bats and machetes and booked them on conspiracy to commit violent disorder. They all tried to claim they were just shooting a music video, but the cops didn't buy it and Digga got hit with a 1-year sentence. Getting locked up right when the music was gaining traction was bad, but the situation had way more consequences than anyone expected. While he was in court, the cops started taking a closer look at Digga's music videos and lyrics and realized 1011 was talking about real-life situations in their tracks. They thought the music might lead to more violence in the streets, so they hit Digga with a criminal behavior order and required him to get permission from the police to release new music, banned him from talking about specific areas of London, and banned him from referencing any real crimes or the people involved with them. Plus, 4 of 1011's music videos were taken off of YouTube by the police. They had already run huge numbers and were built.
They be really taking niggas' music down
To the worldwide audience with their music videos, but the cops put a massive hurdle in front of them and took the videos down. If Digga put out any music that the cops thought broke the CBO, they could take him right back to prison and there was nothing he could do about it. Anti-censorship groups came out to fight for Digga's freedom from the CBO, but none of it worked. He didn't learn how to make drill music under the crazy rules they put on him. While Digga in 1011 was paving a new lane in UK drill.
That's tough. He had mad people come out for him and support him on his trial. That's crazy.
Central C was working on his own rap. Top of the track Ain't Nothing remix with JQ back in 2015, which led him to get a feature with Dave. Dave is one of the hottest UK rappers in the world right now, but back then he was still underground, so Central C didn't get a lot of shine from working with him. Back then, Central C was rapping with autotune and making pretty generic trap songs. He dropped his first single in 2016 and followed it up with 2 projects in 2017, but none of it made much of an impact in the UK drill scene. While he was trying to get the music poppin', C was still in the streets though. And in 2018, the beef between him and Digga D almost took a deadly turn. In 2018, Digga came back home for serving time for allegedly planning the attack on 12 Road. He wasn't going to keep his head down and focus on music though. And in November, he allegedly caught Central C and his brother on the street. On November 30th, 2018, Central C was with his little brother and some of their homies on the block, with Digga D and one of his people pulled up on him and started some kind of argument. It's not clear what the situation was really about, but it got so heated that Digga allegedly pulled out a blade and stabbed Central C's brother. Digga and the other dude were both arrested and went back to prison for violating criminal behavior order. The charges ended up getting dropped, but Digga still had to deal with some life-changing consequences over it. While he was back on the inside, someone attacked Digga with a blade that made out of a tuna can and stabbed him in the eye. Digga lost vision in the eye, and his lawyer said he was dealing with PTSD over the situation. He still wasn't allowed to speak on any real-life violence in his music, but last year, Digga allegedly admitted to stabbing Central C's brother on a league track where he raps, "Who the fuck is Central C? The only wild to the west is me. We shut his brother, went to jail, but still took the not guilty plea." And on another league, he said, "Don't compare me to Central C. He just stood there and watched me cheat his brother. I went to jail for that little fucker. I still came home to the nice supper." Central C clapped back on track Cold Shoulder and rapped, "Last time I let that slide, but this time I ain't gonna let that run. They made a diss track, that shit was too whack to get a response. It's sad, cat, I love my hood where I'm from, but that place is where I belong." Then he took it a step further on track into the beginning and said, "See the way I chop it? Would've thought I had a black belt. I don't even need practice, I'm natural. I wanna hit Tennessee and don't mean Nashville." The line was about a model that Digga D used to date in Tennessee Gresham. Obviously the diss ain't having too press though, cause Digga just tweeted, "Rapping about 10, that's your way to payback? Damn little bro." Digga D and Central C were already opposite of the crews they rap.
Damn, son. Damn, son. That boy Digga pulled up for real. God damn.
But there's another reason Digga had issues with him. Since at least 2018, Digga has been sending shots back and forth with another rapper named Fredo. It's not clear where it all started, but one time Fredo on Instagram Live and said that he's not making music with anyone from Ladbroke Grove. Later, Digga was alive and someone started playing the track for Fredo Dead. Digga made it clear that he wasn't rocking with either one of them and said to turn it up. Then after the news broke that Digga got stabbed in jail, a UK rap page put up a post wishing well, and Fredo sent a sneak diss by commenting an ambulance emoji. Central C linking up Fredo Dead could be one reason that Digga had so much beef with him, but some fans think it all comes from jealousy. Central C has been in the game almost as long as Digga, but it took him a lot longer to pop off. By 2020, Digga already had millions of streams and a big name in the industry, but Central C was still pretty much underground. He even thought about giving up on rap and going a different way, but then he switched up his style and everything changed. In 2020, Central C dropped the auto-tune trap style and went all in with drill on the track Day in the Life. It was clear from the jump that he made the right move changing styles. The track popped off and ran up over 70 million views on YouTube. And overnight, C was becoming the face of the UK drill scene. C wasn't just blowing up with the rap game.
That shit almost at 100 mil, bro. What the fuck? Yo, bro. Mind blown, bro.
No. One thing that really pushed him to the next level was when he met up with a streetwear company called Trapstore. Trapstore is kind of like Supreme, but based out of London, and the hype around the brand is crazy. While C was promoting his debut mixtape, Wild West, they designed the official merch and put an even bigger spotlight on him. Wild West came out at number 2 on the UK albums chart and shot C straight into the mainstream. Drake co-signed up and even gave C his first modeling job for his Nike clothing line. C kept it pushing and dropped more hits like Obsessed With You and Retail Therapy, then leveled up again with track Doja. He linked up with Cole Bennett for the music video and hit over 500 million streams on Spotify. And by the end of 2022, he had become the first UK rapper to run up over 1 billion streams in 1 year. 2023 is getting crazy for him. He linked up with Dave again for the track Sprinter, and this time they were both already at the top of the game. Sprinter was a single for their collab tape Split Decision, and the track ended up breaking the record for the longest running #1 rap song in UK history. Then Double XL added C to the 2023 freshman class, and Drake had doubled with him for his on-the-radar freestyle too. Central C didn't just take over UK drill, he's become an international star with fans all over the world. Digga D definitely helped pave the way for him to come through, but he's had a tough time staying out of trouble. 2020 was when Central C got his name buzzing, and that same year, Digga D pleaded guilty to a charge of violent disorder and got hit with a 2-year, 6-month sentence. The charge came after he was involved with the wild machete fight in front of a bunch of civilians outside of the shopping center. His homie Sal Lowe went down for the situation too and took a 3-year sentence. Digga got out easy and went back home by 2021. He still had a lot of buzz on his name thanks to tracks like No Diet, which hit over 30 million views on YouTube, plus a bunch of viral freestyle, but it wasn't long before he was right back in handcuffs. In July 2021, he was arrested after going to a Black Lives Matter protest and posting about it on Instagram. They booked him for inciting violence just for holding up a sign on the protest, and fans jumped in immediately because the police out were trying to censor him. Luckily, he was released. But just a few months later, rumors started flying that Digga had been arrested in Dubai for stabbing someone. Nobody knows what really went down over there, but Digga hopped on social media to squash the rumors. He said that he had been arrested and questioned, but that he didn't hurt anyone. What's crazy about the situation is that all the legal drama hasn't even slowed Digga down. Last year, he dropped his 3rd mixtape and debuted at #1 on the UK albums chart. And in September 2022, he launched his own label, Black Money Records. Digga is definitely more known for crashing out and getting arrested, but it seems like he's really trying to turn it all around and help keep other kids from falling into the street life. In an interview with Guardian, he talks about how he understands the influence he has on kids from London and needs to think more before he speaks. He's also keeping active in his local community and went back to the Arrow Club and handed out clothes and food to kids who needed it. He just dropped his newest project a couple of weeks ago, and on the track Fighting For My Soul, Digga addressed how he has to switch everything up to make it farther and rap. God gave me life, so I can't tell him I'm suicidal. It's been rewritten, but I still find the time to read the Bible. I'm a rapper, that's my title, someone's idol. So I'm mindful when I talk, cause if not, they'll cancel me despite it. It's all a cycle. The war was from Shepherd's Bush, last word led to a lot of violence and kept Digga behind bars.
Digga on that, man.
But somehow, him and Central C survived and made it out on top. They'll probably never be cool with each other because there's too much history between them and the crews. But for right now, it looks like the beef is cooling off.
Right there, man. I ain't gonna lie, he broke it down pretty good right there. Yo, Digga, man. Shout out to Digga and Central C's on this too, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was wild. That was definitely wild, bro. That boy Digga pulled up. But yeah, man. I'm definitely now I really got an understanding with Central C's background and Digga, because I really was going off of my drink was a blur. When I seen them and I listened to their music, it be blurred because I really don't know too much about them. But that's riveting, very riveting. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, man. If you like that, man, hit that red button, man. Roll to 1,000 subscribers, man. We going up, not going down. All right, yeah. Bow.